Radio Network. 3 years ago, Doug Peterson led the Eagles to their first ever Super Bowl title. Now he's out of a job. Philadelphia fired their head coach Monday after 5 seasons with the team. In a statement, Peterson said while he's disappointed, it was an honor to coach the Eagles. Former Falcons head coach Dan Quinn has a new gig. He agreed to a 3-year deal Monday to become the new defensive coordinator of the Cowboys. Some other coaching news, Titans offensive coordinator Arthur Smith interviewed for the Falcons and Jets head coaching jobs. The Jets also interviewed Saints defensive backs coach Aaron Glenn, while the Lions met with Saints assistant head coach Dan Campbell. And we could have history on Saturday. The Packers signed offensive lineman Jared Veldheer just 2 days after he started for the Colts and their playoff loss to Buffalo. As a result, Veldheer could be the first NFL player to ever play for 2 different teams in the same postseason. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Hindsight is 20/20. 2020 was a brutal year with a lot we couldn't control. Pandemic, economy, unemployment. What can we control? Our job, our career. Don't look back with 2020 hindsight next year and see yourself in that 2020 job. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. Live online classes meet just twice a week. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español? Hablo. It's hablo? It's hablo.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
Since my husband is from Mala, I'll apply Learn and Babbel to our real life situations.
The app is so easy to use and it's typical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Babbel, language celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
And we are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Good day. I think somewhere along the way I mentioned it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. It is. And, well, crisp, nippy, yes, brisk, yeah, all of those things. Yeah, it's not cold. Not cold. No. Yeah, to be cold, it has to be, 10 degrees or lower. That's just my determination. Yeah, we'll leave it at that, okay? Coming up, we will celebrate some birthdays. We've got our big shot birthdays, and we do have our local birthdays as well. We'll take a look at world and California news. We've got a lot of local news, stuff that's going on around the Imperial Valley. Go in depth with the weather. Follow up with some sports. And as I said, Alabama may not be the best team in the NFL, but they probably would have made it to the wild card level. And financial news as well. What's going on Wall Street? We've got all that heading your way. Valley Dry Cleaning, now at 116 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Valley Dry Cleaning, keeping you looking your best and help keep your clothes good. They'll retain their size, their shape, their color. You're going to be happy and you're going to be looking good with the professional services at Valley Dry Cleaning. And of course, Valley Dry Cleaning has you in mind, your safety and convenience. Let them know you're in the parking lot and they'll come out with curbside service, touchless. They'll pick up your dry cleaning. They will deliver your dry cleaning, and it's available. Valley Dry Cleaning. Just let them know you're in the parking lot. Valley Dry Cleaning, open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. at 116 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. That's right next to Humble Farmer Brewing. Valley Dry Cleaning in Imperial. And how about birthdays today? Our big shot birthdays. Actor Anthony Andrews is 73. Remember Kirstie Alley? Yeah, from Cheers. She is 70. Other birthdays, actor Oliver Platt, 61. Singer, director Rob Zombie, 56. Actor Olivier Martinez is 55. Actor Farrah Fawcett is 43. Actor Rachel Harris, 53. Actor Sabrina Guevara is 49. Singer Melanie Chisholm. Now, she would be Sporty Spice of the Spice Girls, and I use the term singer very loosely. She's 47. Actor Issa Rae is 36. Singer Zayn of One Direction, 28. Okay? Yeah, there you go. They be our big shot birthdays, local birthdays coming up.
The coronavirus is affecting everyone.
Wear face coverings when out.
What do I do? What are you going to do?
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
What are you going to do?
Going to a concert.
School.
Having dinner with friends.
Take better care of each other.
Support local shops and stores. Offering more help to others.
This should be over soon.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Carlos Alcantar, Isabella Guillen, Carson Hawk, Orlando Castrita, Irma Picasso, Selena Gonzalez, Rosie Torres, Petra Quiroz, Rosie Fernandez, Cannon Beal, Liz Vasquez, Cheryl Perez, Diana Howell, Eric Vasquez, Jaime Esquer, Kevin Weeks, Nelly Guerra, Yvonne Furr, Adela Alvarez, Stephanie Garcia, Belia Corral, and Julie Silva. Happy birthday from KX. Yeah, and many returns. Oh, boy, have I mentioned I would love to salute the individual, the people, whoever is behind the conversion of many of the, I think 5 or 6 of the rundown motels along Adams Avenue in El Centro, converted them into studio apartments, and have kept up the appearance with secure parking. It's one of a renaissance, Adams Avenue in El Centro. And if you're not aware, and this is back before my time, but Adams Avenue, part of Old Highway 80, and that's where the motels were as you pass through town. Remember back in the day? Yeah. And, many of them just became rundown, decrepit, dilapidated, everything else. And we salute the people behind converting them and sprucing up the neighborhood, making it more livable, and making El Centro even more attractive. So whoever it is, thank you. We do appreciate it. It has been noticed. We've got news. We're going to jump in right now with a look at World and California news headlines, brought to you this way by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. Yeah, they'll keep you warm on mornings like this. Just give them a call.
CBS News Brief. President Trump has just told reporters he wants no violence after last week's attack on the Capitol. The FBI issued a bulletin warning of armed protests. Sacramento Police Chief Daniel Hahn.
It is very much a potential here, and we are doing everything we can to ensure that that doesn't happen.
Mr. Trump says impeachment attempts are causing tremendous anger. Mass COVID vaccination sites are opening as unused doses expire. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis at the Village Retirement Community
site here is going to be able to handle between 800 and 1,000 vaccines a day.
Condolences are coming in for a giant in the casino industry and the world of politics. Sheldon Adelson died. CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
This morning, former President George W. Bush is among the Republican leaders marking Adelson's life, calling him an American patriot, a generous benefactor of charitable causes, and a strong supporter of Israel.
Adelson was 87 years old. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinium system to keep your home warm. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696216.
California headline news. Disneyland set to become one of the largest coronavirus vaccination sites in California later this week. In LA County, about 10 people are testing positive every minute, and one dies every 8. Those who live with elderly family members but who have to leave the house urged to wear face masks even at home.
It will just add a layer of protection while we get through this surge and try to get our case numbers and our transmission way down.
LA County Public Health Director Dr. Barbara Ferrer. Gorillas at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park have tested positive.
We have 2 gorillas at the San Diego Zoo that now have tested positive for COVID-19, 2 that have been tested positive. We have another that's symptom. We're currently confirming the source of the infection and the strain.
Governor Gavin Newsom says the gorillas started showing symptoms last week. The positive test coming back Monday. More than 100 inmates are being released from Sacramento County jails due to coronavirus concerns. Upper 50s today in Sacramento, upper 60s in San Luis Obispo. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. It's Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
The Rocket Mortgage Super Bowl Squares sweepstakes is back. It's the largest official game of Super Bowl Squares ever, with millions of dollars in prizes, and best of all, it's free to enter. Every score change, someone wins $50,000. Just enter for free at a Rocket Mortgage, and it could be you. Touchdowns, field goals, safety points. Every single score change will draw one lucky winner from the square to win $50,000. Plus, 2 grand prize winners will win $500,000 they could use toward their dream home. One way to enter, 2 ways to win. See rules and enter for free at RocketMortgageSquares.com. Then tune into the Super Bowl on February 7th to see if you bring home some dough. Mortgage, official mortgage sponsor of Super Bowl 55.
No purchase necessary. Legal residence of 50 U.S. and D.C. of age of majority. Ends 2/4/2021, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. The NFL entities as defined in the official rules do not offer to sponsor this promotion in any way.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. El Centro police are investigating a fatal traffic accident that occurred shortly after 6 o'clock last evening. They didn't on La Brucherie, just north of Main Street. A pedestrian struck by a dually pickup truck. The pedestrian sustained fatal injuries in that accident. The accident remains under investigation. Again, that was on La Brucherie, just north of Main Street in El Centro at about 6:15 last evening. Well, the latest numbers on the COVID-19 pandemic in the Valley are in. Here's George Gale.
The latest update was released Monday morning. Updates are released by the County Public Health Department. The update indicates there are now 160 COVID-19 patients hospitalized in the Imperial County. That is 9 more than previously reported. There are currently 0 ICU beds available. There are 1,518 active cases of COVID-19. There are currently 446 deaths attributed to the virus. New cases per day per 100,000 population is at 77.37. Positive rate is at 44.7%. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time is 7:42. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes, models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Imperial County Emergency Service agencies rented to a semi-tractor trailer rig on fire yesterday afternoon. The big rig caught fire at about 2:30 p.m. on southbound Highway 86 near Barth Road. The tractor was completely burned, the trailer partially destroyed. Diesel fuel spilled from the saddle tanks of the truck, causing a hazardous material spill. One southbound lane has been closed due to the accident. The closure expected to last through this morning. Well, the Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors will meet. George Gale has more.
It will be in La Quinta. Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors will go into public session today at 1 noon. There is only one item action agenda. Board will be asked to adopt a resolution dealing with the Imperial County multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation plan. On the information agenda, they'll discuss 2021 annual strategy work plan. A live stream of the meeting will be available on the IID website. For Kxo Local News, I'm Gale.
And the Calipatria City Council will meet this evening. The meeting begins at 6 p.m. on Zoom. And the council will discuss applying to the state for a $3 million grant. They'll also award a contract for street improvements. Again, that's the Calipat City Council meeting this evening. That's it for page one of the local news. Page one, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they've got the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just talk to your Quick Lane service advisor for details.
This team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with carwise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease them and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stan's Auto Body works with all insurance companies, so give them a call or stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
It's page two of the local news and weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health, or retirement planning. Firefighters from throughout the Imperial Valley battled a stubborn house fire last night. The house in the 200 block East Street in Imperial was fully involved in flames when the first fire units arrived on scene shortly after 7 p.m. The houses adjacent to the burning building were evacuated. A second alarm was issued, followed quickly by a third alarm. Personnel and equipment from the cities of Imperial, Hopeville, Westmoreland, Brawley, Calexico, and El Centro, as well as El Centro and Imperial County responded. One person, a civilian, was injured in the fire and transported to El Centro Regional for treatment. Well, the County Board of Supervisors will meet today. George Gale has more.
The meeting is at the Administration Center in El Centro. On their action agenda, the board will receive a date on COVID-19. The update will be delivered by the County Public Health Department. A 2021 board and chair appointments will be announced, and Tim Kelly, President CEO of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation, will give a presentation on lithium in the valley. The board will hold two public hearings. First will be an annual meeting to discuss the conflict amendments for several school districts. The second public hearing will be on a general plan amendment. The amendment deals with the incorporation of the updated multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation plan into the safety element. The board goes into public session at 10 a.m. Live stream of the meeting is available on the website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, the hearing for 2 homicide suspects has been rescheduled. Rosita Torres and Daniel Mungia appeared remotely. They're suspected in the 2019 murder of Raul Esparza in El Centro. They were in court earlier this month for a preliminary hearing and scheduling. All sides, including the court, agreed to reschedule all items. The next court date, February 18th. And the first doses of the COVID-19 vaccine are expected to arrive in Baja California today, and officials say vaccinations in Baja will begin in February and March. The first to be offered a vaccination will be elderly and patients with hypertension, diabetes, or other pre-existing conditions. KXO News Time is 7:48.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
The National Weather Service says dry conditions will prevail through the next 7 days, with strong high pressure developing by the end of the week. Temperatures will hover near seasonal normal through midweek and then climb markedly during the latter half of the week. Readings will peak at least 10 degrees above average, but likely remain shy of daily records at most locales. Breezy conditions are also likely to develop most days later this week into early next week, mainly along the lower Colorado River Valley. 69 the high yesterday, 37 our low. Sunny today with a high near 69. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 40. North-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 73. Light wind becoming east-northeast about 5 miles per hour. 39 degrees downtown, 45%, 39, okay. 45% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest, 3 to 5 miles an hour. And your border wait, it's about an hour and 30 minutes downtown, no waiting sentry, no waiting pedestrian. Eastport, a 40-minute wait, no waiting sentry, 30 minutes ready lane. It's an hour at Andrade. Air quality throughout the valley is good. Unhealthy for sensitive groups right at the border in Mexicali, elevated PM 2.5, moderate at UABC, downtown Mexicali. Page 2 of the local news, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Are you missing the wonderful meals from the steakhouse at China Palace? Let me invite you to order for takeout or delivery your favorite lunch or dinner entrees as you dine in the comfort of your home or office. If you need a menu, go to ChinaPalaceRestaurants.com or our Facebook page. Enjoy such favorites as the tri-tip sandwich and salad, ribeye Caesar salad, filet mignon, better yet, steak and lobster. For home or office takeout, call now, 760-353-1510. Delivery in El Centro is also available. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 7 and 4 to 7 on Saturdays. The Steakhouse at China Palace. It's a step above.
It's sports time. Yes, Alabama, the Crimson Tide. Roll, Tide, roll. Yeah, well, they picked up a record 7th title for Coach Saban. What can I say? 52-24 over Ohio State in the college ball playoff national championship last night, and it wasn't that close. And Devonta Smith picked up the offensive, he wasn't offensive. He was the offensive most valuable player after a record-setting first half. Didn't play in the second half. Yeah, he got hurt, which is a shame. Yeah, but that's not going to affect his market value in the NFL draft.
Last year was crazy. My hours were cut.
I was out of work for months. I need a better job.
At the Center for Employment Training, study for a career in construction or healthcare. Go to cetweb.edu. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under a year based on attendance. Go to cetweb.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. Work hard. Be strong.
In other news, don't forget we've got NFL playoff action on Saturday and on Sunday. Speaking of that, New England Patriots coach Bill Belichick said yesterday he will not move forward with the Presidential Medal of Freedom that Donald Trump planned to present to him Thursday. Belichick explained his decision in a statement. Recently, I was offered the opportunity to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which I was flattered by out of respect for what the honor represents and admiration for prior recipients. Subsequently, the tragic events of last week occurred and the decision has been made not to move forward with the award. Above all, I am an American citizen with great reverence for our nation's values, freedom, and democracy. I know I also represent my family and the New England Patriots team. One of the most rewarding things in my professional career took place in 2020 when, through the great leadership within our team, conversations about social justice, equality, and human rights moved to the forefront and became actions. Other news, Jared Veldheer saved the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs last year. He could do it again this year. Yeah, the veteran offensive tackle will sign with the Packers. Well, it comes just days after the 33-year-old started at left tackle for the Colts in their wild card playoff game against the Bills. Veldheer became available, and the Packers say they're going to sign him. And we mentioned NFL football action this week. Doubleheader Saturday. The Rams and the Packers will kick things off, followed by the Ravens and the Bills. And then on Sunday, another double dip. It'll be the Browns and the Chiefs, the Buccaneers and the Saints in the Geritol Bowl. Well, yeah, Brady and Breeze will be quarterbacking those teams. That's it for Sports Time. Stick around. We've got financial news just ahead.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Well, it's time for a look at financial news, a brief look at weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned security service protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan to the public. Following last week's insurrection at the U.S. Capitol, a growing number of companies are distancing themselves from President Donald Trump and supporters who are peddling false claims about his election loss. Airbnb says it will try to ban Capitol rioters from staying at properties on its platform. GoFundMe will no longer allow people to fundraise for travel expenses to potential violent political events. Facebook and Twitter, which recently barred Trump from their platforms, are now doubling down. Facebook said it will be removing all content that includes the phrase "Stop the Steal," a common refrain among those who participated in last week's riots. Twitter said It's banned 70,000 accounts since Friday for promoting the baseless QAnon conspiracy theory. Taking a look at other news, General Motors has seen their stock surge into record territory after the automaker unveiled a new electric transport service called Bright Drop. Where is the market right now? Well, the Dow Jones Industrial is up 45 points at 3152. S&P 500 up 5 at 3,804. NASDAQ up 31 at 13,067. Meanwhile, gold off $7.30 an ounce, and oil up 74 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business, and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro, and if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 69, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 41, north-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Tomorrow is sunny with a high near 73, light wind becoming east-northeast about 5 miles an hour. Okay, 39 degrees, 44% our relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest at 3 to 5 miles an hour. Financial news and this brought to you by Southwest Security, now offering 12-hour-a-day post boxes. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Ayton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash and diesel. It's all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Ayton Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
KXO El Centro, California. CBS News is next, brought to you by El Centro Regional Medical Center.
On the hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kaif, and first public comment. President Trump today as the possibility of another impeachment looms.
It's absolutely ridiculous. This impeachment is causing tremendous anger.
Mr. Trump asked if he bears any personal responsibility for inciting the Capitol attack. He said,
"They've analyzed my speech and my words and my final paragraph, my final sentence, and everybody to the T thought it was totally appropriate."
Well, CBS's Nancy Cordes tells us Democrats in the House plan to put the wheels in motion later today on action against him.
The House is traveling back from far and wide today to prepare for a vote tonight on the 25th Amendment, essentially urging the Vice President to invoke the 25th Amendment along with the President's cabinet in order to do Mr. Trump unfit for office and thereby remove him his final week in office.
The FBI is warning states about armed protests aimed at state capitals between now and the Biden inauguration a week from tomorrow. CBS News national security analyst Fran Townsend says the push is on to protect Washington, D.C., too.
They've already closed 2 of the national monuments. I suspect they will restrict access to the National Mall on Inauguration Day. And so I think people are now trying and very focused to be sure this is the safest, most secure inauguration we've ever seen.
Townsend calls the resignation of acting Homeland Security Chief Chad Wolf disgraceful and irresponsible. The administration is asking states to speed delivery of COVID vaccines to people 65 and older and others at high risk by no longer holding back the second dose of the two-dose shots. And Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis went to a retirement community today to tout the state's vaccination efforts.
The vast majority of our shots have gone to people enough, which is exactly what you want, because that is going to have the most effect on disease mitigation.
I'm Vicki Barker.
in London. After axing restrictions over Christmas, Ireland, which once had Europe's lowest infection rate, now has the world's highest. Excess deaths here in Britain haven't been this high since the start of World War II. And Germany's Angela Merkel now says she expects the lockdown there to last until April.
Sheldon Adelson has died. The Las Vegas casino magnate was a powerful, big-money force in Republican politics. CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
He and his wife Miriam gave a combined $75 million to President Trump's failed re-election bid. In the last decade, the Democrat turned Republican donated more than $525 million to GOP candidates and causes.
Wall Street, the Dow is up 43 points. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
New year, new budgets. Every small business has unique needs. And when you partner with a Delta's advisor, you get real-time tailored advice. They'll even give you a free consultation on your servers and storage devices to develop a custom solution to help improve companies' productivity. Plus, get special financing with Dell Business Credit and big savings on business computers with Intel Core processors. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria, but does not provide 24-hour protection against viruses. Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria. To keep surfaces sanitized all day, Microban 24 sanitizing spray. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially, including the virus that causes COVID-19. Once dry, Microban 24 sanitizing spray is effective for 24 hours on bacteria when used as directed.
A global scourge has hit humanity, but it's not been all for planet Earth.
The coronavirus aided the environment, sharply reducing greenhouse emissions in the U.S. Levels plunged 10% last year, hitting their lowest point in 3 decades, according to the research and consulting firm Rhodium Group. But the improvements are not expected to be long-lasting. Scientists say once Americans start flying and driving more frequently, emissions will likely rebound unless major changes are made. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Well, the world's vital insect kingdom is undergoing death by 1,000 cuts. According to top experts, a new report says change, insecticides, herbicides, light pollution, invasive species, and changes in agriculture and land use are causing Earth to lose about 1 to 2% of its insects every year. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
This is an advertisement. Paid non-attorney spokesperson Ricky LeBlanc admitted in Massachusetts only. Sokolov Law LLC, Chestnut Hill, Mass. Paul J. Morgan, Winter Park, Florida. Greg Hobby, New Jersey. Michael Bro Gonzalez admitted Louisiana. While this firm maintains joint responsibility, most cases of this type are referred to other attorneys for principal responsibility. Mesothelioma. If you know what mesothelioma is, you or someone you love has likely been affected by this devastating cancer. You may be entitled to compensation. Call Sokolov Law today. 1-800-578-2400. The only known cause of mesothelioma is asbestos exposure. Thousands of U.S. veterans and trade workers are at risk for the disease. Nearly $30 billion in court-ordered trust has been set aside to pay money to asbestos victims. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call now. You may be able to receive compensation without ever going to court or filing a lawsuit. Call for a free legal consultation at 1-800-578-2400. That's 1-800-578-2400. 1-800-578-2400.
At El Centro Regional Medical Center, we're ready and open to care for you and your family. We want to assure you that ECRMC is doing everything possible to keep you safe and healthy. As part of these efforts, we now offer the convenience of telemedicine. Skip the waiting room and visit your doctor on your phone, tablet, or computer instead. Don't delay the care you need. Make an appointment today by calling us at 760-482-5000. ECRMC. Open to care.
CBS News, a service of El Centro Regional Medical Center, ECRMC, open to care.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.